My name is Susan Cadham, and I have been a gold digger for much of my life. In 1968, I was lucky enough to be one of 12 girls chosen to be part of what would become the world-famous Gold Diggers when they first appeared on the Dean Martin television show. At the time, I had no idea what a momentous thing that would become, not only for me, but for our fans around the world. The original Gold Diggers made history and won hearts all across America when they traveled each year to join Bob Hope entertaining our troops on the front lines in Vietnam and at military bases around the world. Since then, I have always had a special place in my heart for our vets. I always look forward to chances when I can honor those who serve our country so bravely, and I love having a chance to share firsthand the stories of my experiences during a critical time in American history. Yes, hey you guys, I am one of the original Dean Martin Golddiggers, and it's a title that's followed me my whole life. It probably will end up being on my gravestone. Yeah. Anyway, can you imagine what it was like to be a young girl in my early 20s on a hit television show, working with the biggest stars in Hollywood and a starlet herself, and then be asked by Bob Hope to go on his annual USO Christmas show to entertain the troops around the world and in Vietnam? Believe me, it was a thrill of a lifetime, and without a doubt, the highlight of my Gold Digger career. Little did I know what I was getting myself in for. And no wonder my family in Winnipeg, yes, I am from Canada. Fred doesn't count because he didn't live through the winters in Winnipeg. But little did I know, and I do understand why my family was so afraid, because I was headed straight into the middle of the Vietnam War. We kicked the tour off with a dress rehearsal at the White House. Now, one of the things that I adored about Bob Hope was anytime he was invited anywhere, he insisted the cast and crew be included. So that meant dinner in the palace in Thailand with the king and queen, lunch in Saigon with General Abrams, and to top it all off, dinner at the White House. Can you imagine a little girl from the prairies having dinner at the White House? Do you remember when he used to bring the guys and gals up on stage and kibitz with them? That was it was always one of my favorite parts, and I was secretly hoping that I just hoped somebody back home was seeing their family on TV and to see that they were okay. Bob closed each show with all of us on stage singing together, Silent Night. Can you imagine what it was like to sing that carol in the rain, in the jungles of Vietnam, far from home, in the holiday season, and in the middle of a war? I looked out past the front rows, which were always filled with the wounded from the hospitals, and I can still vividly see the faces of the young soldiers standing there with their guns and ammunition and tears running down their cheeks. Well, we were all crying. We want to take this moment to honor all of you who have served, or for those of you who have loved and supported friends and family who have served. Ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud our brave American heroes.